This is Kiki here at Divine Truth, and just wanted to give a collective message here. Just is going to be short, and then I'm gonna come back on and do another live here. But in my dream last night, there was a man that came to me, and he didn't ask me. Normally, when I have these type of dreams, I have people asking me to teach them how to love. But this particular man came to me and he asked me to teach him how to heal. So I made some AI little images here of me and some things I'm working on here. And the card that fell out was the celestial messenger, me. So then it gave me something. So the day went on today here, and I got the word Magnum Opus, Magnum Opus, which means great work. So I look more into it here, and it goes back to the gentleman that came in my dream and wanted to know how to heal. So I'm just gonna read everything that go over everything that I take from it here. So basically here, when you're in your divine, starting on your divine pathway journey here, you always have to go through the darkness, which they may call it the dark night of the soul, here, or walking into death. People got different names for it here, but it's all a process here of healing. So you have your darkness here, you have your, which is called the blackening, then you have your whitening, then you have the stage of the yellowing, then the redding here. And then once you complete the redding, you become one higher self, and that means self completion here. So there is a physical and a spiritual aspect of healing here, alchemy. So the physical side is that turning metal into gold, metaphorically speaking, here, and discovering the laws of nature. Those are the two things that you should work on here when this is the process of the magnum opus, which is the great work on yourself here. So then you have the spiritual alchemy side, which is the universal journey in which your pathway will be on. You got to master the because everybody can be ignorant. Literally, we can all be ignorant, and it don't take much. So you have to work on that, your ego, and the imperfection of self, which is called a base metal, because you're turning the metal into gold. And once you master those three things here, then that's when you make it to another process here. So the wisdom of the physical alchemy here is the gold to the physical is wisdom, enlightenment, spiritual perfection, and a union with the divine. That's when you'll actually meet the divine. You have to be prepared for this journey, though, is what I'm saying here. So you're going to start seeing, you're going to start feeling, it's going to displace you, but it's a good displace. So you have to be prepared when you master these things here. Okay, metaphorically speaking, is just transforming yourself here into from metal to gold here, and that is the physical spiritual alchemy process here. Now the second here is the process of the dark form, the darkness, which is the blackening. And what you're doing is you're forming less state before renewing. The renewing starts beginning. So the blackening, what it does is that it breaks down the old beliefs. You have to basically reset your mind, break down all of the old beliefs, whether your great granny, your great papa, whoever, they taught you superstitious or whatever the old things is. You have to like literally just throw it all in your hidden reset here. Any type of chaos and confusion, whether you got it in your life, your significant other's life, whoever that's you know, attached to you, you have to throw all of that away. It's like basically you're coming to death with your old self here. That is the blackening process here. Now, the whitening process here is the cleansing here. And what it's going to give you once you start doing cleansing with self, inner self, you're going to start seeing insights on different things, things that you wouldn't actually transform communication. You would transform the communication into working out better for self versus the old you. This is the new you. Perfection, purification is a process as well. And it's just needed for the spirit here. It's gonna remove all the impurities from the both the matter and the self here. So that is the whitening process here of the magnum opus. Now the yellow process here, the yellow stage here is the gold yellow dawn light here. And in this stage here, this is when the awakening actually transform here. You know how you say, people say, once you awaken, you can't go back. So I'm just letting you know the steps of healing, because it's on my mind to just make sure you're aware of this journey, because this is not for the weak here. Okay, so once the awakening process start, then it's grounded wisdom, like root wisdom, starts occurring. Spiritual illumination begins here in the stage of the yellowing process, and this is the gold yellow dawn light. You may be in a dark place, but you're gonna see that light. It's always a way to get out of every situation here, and that's pretty much what the yellow stage is. Now the redding stage here, red colors, gold, and the sun. I know a lot of people say I can't look at the sun, but I can. I can look directly at the sun and stare at it for hours. And it does not blind me or anything. This is that process here where it's perfection within self, your spiritual fulfillments. Everything will be red around you. And this is the next stage here. And these are the stages of becoming one highest and completion of self here. There is a step process to the magnum opus. And it means just great works within self, connecting, celestial, connecting to the divine. So, hey, so I just wanted to give you that here because, like I said, a guy came to me in my dreams and didn't know how to start, where to start, or how it begins. And I know that if he doesn't understand and wants to know, then I know somebody else do, and I'm willing to share any messages from the divine that can help anyone with to become their higher selves and sort of kind of like be a better you. Well, not sort of kind of like, just be a better you. And things that once ticked us from 0 to 100 can't make you go there anymore and lose your cool and lose the person that you're working so hard to be. So I just wanted to put this message out here, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes and do another live reading. And y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Be safe out there.